In 1957, a small metal sphere called Sputnik beeped its way into the night sky and changed the world forever. What followed was a high-stakes Cold War showdown between the United States and the Soviet Union, fought not on Earth, but in orbit. The space race ended with footprints on the moon. But today, the competition is back, bigger, more crowded, and no longer just between superpowers. So, who's winning now? This is the new space race. Let's take a look at the facts. The space race was a Cold War-era competition between the US and the Soviet Union to achieve spaceflight superiority. In response to Sputnik in 1958, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed the National Aeronautics and Space Act. NASA absorbed 8,000 employees and focused on civilian space exploration to counter Soviet advances. The race culminated in 1969, when American astronauts landed on the moon. A symbolic victory. But the competition didn't simply disappear. It merely evolved. In the decades that followed, a new space race took shape. Still strategic, but a more modern one that would compete for space tourism, lunar landings, Mars missions, launch markets, resource access, and orbital infrastructure. Today, NASA's Artemis program aims to return humans to the moon by 2026, build sustainable lunar infrastructure, and prepare for missions to Mars in the 2030s. Meanwhile, multiple nations and private companies are now pursuing their own ambitions. But this time, it's not just about flags and footprints. Private firms like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic dominate space tourism.
They boldly went where no all-female space crew had gone before.
Take up space!
With suborbital flights costing between $250,000 and $600,000 for brief experiences of weightlessness. Backed by billionaires Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, these ventures have lowered costs and booked hundreds, blending private enterprise with space exploration.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Dragon capsule.
For years, SpaceX has been pushing toward Mars. Elon Musk has outlined a longer-term vision of building a self-sustaining city, using local resources on Mars to produce fuel and support human life. But now those plans are shifting. In early 2026, Musk said SpaceX would now prioritize a self-growing city on the moon, arguing it's a faster path for securing humanity's future. And beyond tourism, there's something even bigger.
What if we looked up at asteroids and the materials they might contain?
Out past the moon, drifting among the stars, are near-Earth asteroids rich in platinum group metals, rare earth elements, and frozen water, also known as ice. Some estimates suggest a single 500-meter asteroid could contain around $150 billion in platinum alone, potentially exceeding known reserves on Earth. Further, water in space can be converted into rocket fuel. That means future missions might not need to launch everything from Earth's gravity well. Instead, spacecraft could refuel in orbit. Robotic extraction, 3D printing, and in-situ processing technologies are being developed to make that possible. If it works, asteroid mining could lower launch costs, extend missions, and help build a self-sustaining economy beyond Earth. So, while the original space race was about two superpowers competing for dominance, today's version is more crowded and more commercial. Governments, corporations, and billionaires are all shaping what comes next, which brings us to the narratives. The pro-establishment narrative states that the space race ignited a global push that ultimately expanded into a vibrant new space economy, swallowing vast investments but yielding enormous returns. Private firms, they say, are lowering launch costs, accelerating innovation, and opening access to space beyond just governments. Space tourism, while pricey, draws private capital that helps fund technology development, create jobs, and fund scientific research sooner than slow-moving government programs. In this view, Commercial momentum could democratize access to space, speed up lunar and Mars missions, and turn decades-old ambitions into sustainable expansion beyond Earth. The establishment critical narrative sees something very different. They argue that what began as a geopolitical contest has morphed into a billionaire-driven spectacle, where private players and tourism prioritize profit over collective benefit. Massive funds flow into suborbital joyrides for the ultra-rich, leaving most of humanity excluded. The money spent risks diverting resources from earthbound priorities like poverty alleviation, health, or education, while the scientific or societal return on many tourism-driven flights remains minimal. From this perspective, this new space race doesn't serve humanity's long-term interests, only the fickle whims of a wealthy few. Let us know in the comments, and visit Verity.news for more of the biggest stories.